Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kethane Space Program. Where we left off last time, we were in orbit around Minmus. I have done as much science experimenting as I possibly can, and it's time for us to return home with what science information we do have, um, and see if we can't get home in one shot. I already have a maneuver node set up, but I want to fire the engines, but I don't want to fire them yet because I want to see how long this this burn is going to take me, but it shouldn't take me that long. So I think I'll be all right if I wait a little bit before I actually start this burn. All right, let's fire our engines to full force here real quick and see how long this burn's going to be. 27 seconds. That's not bad at all, and we have almost a full tank of fuel, which I'm going to use to probably slow down as soon as we get into orbit around Kerbin. And as per usual, I fast forwarded past the maneuver node marker, so yeah, we should be fine. I'm gonna just take a look at this real quick. Oh, let's cut that. Let's do. Oh, come on! I just want the one. There we go. Let's try some burning a little bit longer here. Bring ourselves down to a reasonable altitude that we can adjust and then slowly dip into the atmosphere. And right about there. Let's say 74. Cool. So we are on a trajectory to go home. So let's fast forward a little bit. Let's get out above Minmus and see if we can actually get a different EVA report maybe. Nope. We already got it. All right. Let's go home then. There we go. Let's see where we're at. Oh, am I gonna hit something or get into something here? Oh, sweet. I'm. Oh wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I was like, what the hell? That confused me for a second. Can we do an EVA report high above Kerbin? Nope, we already got it. Damn. All right. Well, let's fast forward down to Kerbin here. There's something in my throat. It's just not wanting to leave. Let's actually set up a maneuver node here. Let's tip if we can. Nope, wait. No, wrong way. Let's do this. And then this. Oh, wow. That'd take a long time to get out of that. Alright, screw that then. We'll just slow down and then we'll adjust. So let's get to our periaps here. Right about chaw. Oh, I don't know what. I just cannot get my throat to clear. It's really starting to annoy me. So we're going to slow down and bring our Apple apps down to a reasonable altitude anyways, and we're going to attempt to adjust our orbit a little bit too, and maybe, well, I guess we don't really have to adjust our orbit. I just kind of wanted it to because I hate these like eccentric orbits that are off axis and not straight. I don't know, it just bothers me for some reason. So I'm going to slow down and probably try to land somewhere on some land. That would be nice, but I mean, essentially just to get some more science. I'm pretty sure that we got a pretty decent amount of science from this mission, so I'm pretty excited to actually see how much we actually gained. I think that'll be cool. Well, that actually went pretty quickly. Bringing her down. All right. Now, actually, you know what? Let's just keep burning and get the hell out of the or get on the surface here. Just try to get into the surface, onto the surface rather. So let's bring our periaps down to like 20, which is perfectly fine, and then we'll just fast forward and hopefully come down in one fell swoop. I think we'll be okay um, for our heat shield wise, because we're going, we're going a little bit less than. I mean, we're not going that fast, so we should be hitting the atmosphere here shortly. And we're only doing 200 meters per second above the above orbital velocity, so I think we'll be perfectly fine coming back in. I'm gonna let my engine take the majority of the brunt force here, and then we'll we'll decouple it and get on the surface here and get some more stuff unlocked, and hopefully some stuff that's actually useful, maybe some docking ports and whatnot, so I can build a Apollo style rocket to get to the moon and explore the moon a little bit. Let's bring her down. Come on. Looks like we're going to be landing in the ocean, guys. That's another cool picture. There we go. Now we're coming into the atmosphere. I don't think this thing will heat up that much. I mean, it's almost 1,000 degrees Celsius, which is a little bit. Almost. Is it going to start cooling down here in a second? Yep, now it's starting to cool down. So once we get out of this, the majority of this, of these re-entry effects, I'm going to tip over and get rid of this bottom stage. Oh, it looks like we are going to land on some land. It's like an island. I don't think I've ever seen this island before. Cool. Some new stuff. New science. Tip aside. Get rid of that. And let the atmosphere slow us down some more. Pretty much let us I'm trying to let the atmosphere do as much of the work as I possibly can so that our parachutes, are a little bit more effective. Pop these parachutes at about 10,000 feet. Or 10,000 meters, rather. And let's go ahead and pop those chutes. Well, looks like we will be either landing on land or on the shore a little bit. Cool. There we go. Turn our SAS back on so when we land, our spacecraft is actually straight. Even though it's not doing it for some reason, which is weird. Interesting. Then hopefully, maybe get some science from the shores here. Maybe get a ground surface sample and an EVA report. Oh, sweet. Let's do a temperature. Keep that. Let's EVA. Was I gonna say we're gonna be flying over to EVA? Yep, we are flying over Kerbal shores apparently. Let's get off of there and let's take a surface sample. Keep that. And we'll EVA again. Oh wait, no, cancel. Hold on. Can we store this? Can we store it? Come on. All right, I'm gonna have to do it. I want to store this science. damn it. All right. Jump. There we go. Store experiments. All items stored. All right. Let's do another EVA report. Keep that. And I would run to the water, but it's a little too far away because I'm lazy. All right. RCS pack. Jump back onto the shuttle here. There we go. And hop in, and let's recover the vessel. See how much science we got. Woo! $219.4 science on this mission. That's pretty awesome. And we have a total of 490, which is freaking absurd, if you ask me. Anyways, 490 should unlock us quite a bit of parts here. But I want to get docking ports. I want to get docking. Oh, sorry. I want to get docking ports because I want to build an Apollo-style lander for us. So let's unlock this guy. I need to find the docking ports. All right, there's one. There's one. All right. So 160 science. What's this? Oh, the grabber. Let's unlock this guy. And I want to get bigger solar panels, or foldy outy solar panels. So let's unlock that as well. And we have 80 science left, and everything else is 90. Cool. So we have 80 science left, and the next mission we should be looking pretty good. Let's I think what I'm gonna do, since we got about 10 minutes left in this episode, we go to the VAB, and I will bring you guys back in here whenever I build something cool. So I will see you guys in a few seconds. Alright guys, we are on the launch pad, and I was gonna build a moon space station with a space lab to clean experiments for our future mission of landing on the moon, but I said screw it because I don't have the parts to really do one that makes or looks good and is extremely functional that I could leave at the moon for extended periods of time. So instead I decided to modify our Minmus orbiter with a few little things, with some new solar panels. There's not really much else that I could have put on it. I put landing legs on it and whatnot, but I figured since we had almost a full tank of fuel when we got out to Minmus, that this build would be perfectly fine to get to the moon, land, and return home. So that's what we're going to try to do here. So we're going to try to get into orbit around the moon. Or not in the moon, or around the moon. We're going to try to land on the moon. So let's do it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's see if we can do this effectively. We should be able to. I didn't really add much weight to the spacecraft, so it should be just as fine. If anything, I took weight away from the spacecraft. So I think we'll be in good shape. Get rid of those. Fire those extra engines. And the other main reason is that the space lab and everything is 2.5 meters, and I do not have any 2.5 meter engines right now, which will probably be the next thing that I need to unlock. So that's another reason why I kind of avoided, because it'd be weird to try to build that big ass space station on top of little 1.25 meter rockets. I think it would be really difficult to make it stable as you're launching. So I decided to just do it this way. I figured this would be an easy way to get some science. But I have a plan for when we actually do get out to the moon, and that plan is that we're going to build a reusable spacecraft that can land on the surface of the moon, mine Kethane, refuel itself, and fly back up to the space station that would be orbiting the moon. And reason being is that we could get as many biomes on the moon as we possibly can to gain as much science as we possibly can without having to launch multiple missions up to the moon. We can have just a big mission that's going on up there. So we'll have a space station, a command pod, and a moon lander that we can reuse multiple times, and the only reason that we'd ever need to fly back out there is to refuel with life support. That would be the only reason that we'd really have to go back. And if we bring some of our carbonauts home, and we want to put some more carbonauts up there that haven't been, so that's pretty much the plan as of right now. And we'll see. We'll just see how that goes after I get Jebediah up to the moon and on the surface. So yeah, I think this will be. I think it's going to be a really fun couple episodes coming up once we unlock the parts that we need to use, and parts that that would be extremely useful to us for building a space station and a moon lander. We already have Kethane detectors, which I'm probably going to build a satellite to detect Kethane around the surface of the moon, just so that we know. And then I'll build a reusable space shuttle that can mine Kethane and convert it to fuel, so we don't have to constantly fly refueling missions. So hopefully that'll work out great, but we'll just have to see. Because we need more science, unfortunately, right now. So let's try to do that. Try to gain as much as we possibly can. I don't want to go up anymore. I just want to go. I just want to gain speed. So let's do that. Now let's fire this engine the whole way. Get into orbit. I got about 1,000 meters per second to go. I'm pretty sure that this thing has a ridiculous amount of life support. Yeah, it has 80 days worth of life support on it, so I'm not worried about life support. And guess what? We have foldy outy solar panels. Yay! Those are the fancy name for these solar panels. If you guys didn't know, if you look it up on the wiki, I promise that's what they're called. Anyways, oh, speed, must gain more of it. Come on, 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 come on. Almost there. Almost at orbital velocity. Come on. There we go. Alright. Let's get it up to about 100. That's close enough. Alright. Let's see. Let's set the moon as our target. And let's set up a maneuver node real quick. Shouldn't take much. Figure out. Oh, too much. I want to come in from behind the moon. Oh, almost there. And right about there. 26. Cool. That was simple. All right, let's fast forward to our maneuver node now. As soon as I want to find my node, and I also have RCS. Yay, RCS makes turning around in space so much easier. Saying we got a 44-second burn. I'm pretty sure we have that amount of fuel left with us. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward and get to our maneuver node. Come on. Almost there. Oh, don't want to overshoot this one. Right about there. Let's fire these engines. Or the engine. But I did save the design that I built. I literally spent about 10 minutes building a space station for around the moon. But like I said, I didn't have the parts that I wanted to finish it. So I'm hoping... What I'm hoping is that with this mission we'll be able to gain some more parts that I could use to build that space station, or to get that space station around the moon, in the orbit of the moon. Oh wow, look at that. Let's get rid of that. Where are we at here? Come on. Give us the encounter. Okay, it's not the encounter that I want. So let's keep firing. And we'll cut it right about there. That's good. Good enough for me. All right. Are we coming in where I want to? Because I noticed last time we weren't. All right. Cool. Let's get out to the moon, and hopefully we'll have enough fuel to land. Which, realistically, I just thought of this as I could have put Kethane pieces on here to mine Kethane and convert it, but I just didn't think of it. So, my bad. For science, that's not worth it. Alright, let's fast forward. Let's get out to the moon already. Come on. Let's actually quick save real quick, just in case something decides to go incredibly wrong. Alright. Bring that down. Set up a new maneuver node. Bring us down. I'm kind of scared, honestly, about landing on the moon with only this one stage of fuel. Because there's no docking ports on this spacecraft, so if this thing fails, Jebediah is going to be stranded for a quick minute until we can get, hopefully, I mean, essentially what I'm hoping is if we get on the surface of the moon, we'll have enough fuel to at least get back into orbit. And if we don't, if I'm almost positive that we won't have enough fuel to get back in orbit, what I'll do is I'll leave Jebediah on the surface of the moon and hopefully transmit all the science that we've gained from landing on the moon. And hopefully that will unlock the 3-person MK2 command pod, and we can fly a mission up to rescue him. So essentially what we're doing right now is I am debating whether or not we're going to be able to actually pull it off. I'm hoping we will, but I honestly don't know. We have a 39-second burn, and I honestly don't know how long it'll take or how much fuel we'll have once we get on the surface of the moon. Essentially, we need to save as much fuel as we possibly can. But I mean, anyone's guess is as good as mine. I don't know how much specific impulse we'll have once we get on the surface of the moon, and I'm hoping that it'll be enough to at least get into orbit. And if it's not enough to get into orbit, then we're gonna have to leave Jebediah on the surface of the moon and send a rescue mission out to get him. But essentially, Jebediah is doing us a I don't even know if it's a favor. It's not a favor. Doing us a service of guessing whether or not we're going to be able to get him home with this rocket. So that's essentially where we're at right now. We're going to have to do some guesswork here. I honestly don't know if we'll have enough fuel. It's kind of scary thinking about it, because I don't want to strand Jebediah. Alright, let's call it there. 26, 24. Alright, we are in orbit around the moon. So we're going to leave this up for next episode to see exactly whether or not we should land on the surface of the moon or not. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please, 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 please hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and leave any comments or suggestions or ideas that you might have down in the comment section below, and let me know what you guys think. I'm debating on whether or not I want to land Jebediah on the surface of the moon with this amount of fuel. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you next time.